I'm here at Stirling Range National Park. I'm at Toolbrunup Peak. I'm on a hike to the top for sunset. It's a little bit cloudy today, but there are some breaks in the clouds, so it looks like the sun might shine through. It's a lot of high altitude clouds as well, so hopefully we'll get a lot of color in the sky. Well, time to do some photography. So I've been on this hike before, 2 other times I've climbed this peak. It's about 1,052 meters tall. It's quite an elevation gain too for the peak, even though it's only a couple kilometer walk. But yeah, the first time I was here, it was way too cloudy to get any pictures because the peak was covered in clouds. The second time it was actually pretty good with some pretty good light. And then this time, it's looking very questionable because we have lots of clouds, so I'm not sure if we'll get sunlight, but maybe we'll still get something interesting with the clouds. So I'm a little over halfway to the top. Toolbrunup Peak is just right up there. And it's located at 1,052 meters above sea level, which is 3,451 feet. It's about a 4-kilometer hike, which is pretty exhausting because it's pretty steep and you have a big elevation gain in a short period of time. Still a few hours before sunset, so I'll have plenty of time to get up there, get set up, and hopefully the light will work out good and then take a good image. This is a very spectacular hike with some very nice views. And it's even better once you get to the top. So due to the difficulty of this trail, it means that it won't be too fun of a hike down in the dark after sunset, but I should be all right, even though I did forget my headlamp, but I do have a flashlight and my phone light which I could use. But as you can see, jumping on all these rocks in the dark is a little bit challenging. I've made it a good way up, as you can see, way down there behind those trees. I'm not sure if you can see the road or not, but that's where the car park is, where I parked. So did a pretty good climb, getting pretty exhausted. I'm gonna have a quick couple-minute break and enjoy this wonderful view because I'm almost to the top. So after the break, I'll just make it up to the top and get all set up. Almost there. So I've made it almost to the top, but I'm not sure if I want to shoot over there into the west or if I want to shoot up over there. I'm going to scout out some compositions and then we'll get all set up and go from there. I've actually decided to take an image right here. I'm gonna climb out to that rock where you just saw me climb out to. Then I'll pose there. I'll set up my tripod about right where I'm standing. And I'll take an image with me in the scene. Since there's not gonna be too dramatic light, having a person in there will kind of make this scene a little bit more, give it a little something more into it. And where I'm at is actually not on top of Toolbrunup Peak. The top is right up there. But I like this composition a lot better because you can get me on the rock overlooking the scene to the left and the scene in the background. And if I go up there, it'll put me up a little bit higher, so it'll make those mountains in the background look a little bit smaller. So I kind of want to be a little lower, more in level with those peaks. That way that it makes them appear like they're larger than they are, even though they are still pretty large. It's time to get set up, then take a picture. I'm kind of liking the sky right now. It's kind of dark on top, then light on the bottom, so I think it might be interesting. And it's not light out, so I might be able to do a long exposure and get a little bit of motion in the clouds. So I've got my camera all set up. What I'm gonna do is I've got it set on a 10-second timer so I can run over there to that rock. And then I'm gonna take 5 images a second apart. That way I can kind of adjust my pose, and if I kind of get a pose that doesn't look too good for one image, I have a better shot with another one, so I don't have to keep running back and forth and back and forth. Well, here we go. So I'm all finished here. It looks like no light is going to happen. There's just more clouds rolling in, and it looks like potentially rain on the horizon. So it would be nice to get down before it's dark out and before I get completely wet, because it can be a little bit dangerous climbing down on these rocks. So it's just starting to rain, so I'm going to run down the mountain as quick as I can and hopefully get to my car before I get too drenched. So I've made it to my car from Toolbrunup Peak. It was kind of a sketchy hike down with lots of water on the rocks because it was raining as I came down. Bye for now.